Hello from two students. Welcome back for our fourth session in this series of the atomic structures. Now, in this session, we are going to come up with the structures or diagrams of the atomic structure of different elements. We are going to actually draw those elements. Last time, we were able to write the electron arrangement, how the electrons are arranged within the energy levels. So now we are going to transfer that into diagrams. So our objective is one, simply to draw the atomic structure of different elements. That is what we are going to achieve today. So let us do what is called geometric representation of atomic structure. Geometric representation of the atomic structure. Our first example is going to be this element that we call magnesium. This is our first element. Now, this element, its atomic number is 12. That's one thing we have seen earlier. The number of protons in this element are 12. The number of neutrons we have seen earlier are also 12. The electron arrangements for this element is 2, 8, 2. So this is what we are going to draw. We will have the nucleus, and in the nucleus we have protons and neutrons. So in the nucleus we have 12 protons and 12 neutrons. So that is our nucleus. 12 protons and 12 electrons. Then we'll have the first energy level. The first energy level has 2 electrons. So we can put our electrons there. Or you can even put them together like that. Then we draw our second energy level. How many electrons? 8. So we have 2 electrons. Then we have another 2 electrons. Then another 2 electrons. And another 2 electrons. So those are 8. The last energy level has how many electrons? 2. So you can put them together. Or you can place one here and one down there. So that is magnesium atom. Or you can have 12 protons and 12 neutrons. Then in the nucleus, then the first energy level will have 2 electrons. The second energy level will have 8. Those are 2, 4, 6, 8. Then the third energy level will have 2 electrons. So either you can use this format or you can use the second one. You can draw these electrons on the line, on the energy level, or in between. That one is allowed. So that is our first example. As can be seen on that screen. Then we move to our example number 2. Example number 2, which we are going to use, is oxygen. So, oxygen. Oxygen is atomic number 8. Protons are how many? 8. Electrons, the same, 8. Neutrons, how many? 8. It does not mean that all the elements have the same neutrons as protons. You had seen it earlier, some have a different number of protons and neutrons. And then electron arrangement is 2, 6. 2 electrons in the first energy level, 6 electrons in the second energy level. So we can draw, we can have protons and neutrons in the nucleus. 8 protons, 8 neutrons. Then we have our nucleus. The first energy level has 2 electrons. The second energy level has 6. So we have 2, we have 4, we have 6. Or we can say 8 protons, 8 neutrons, the nucleus. Then we come up with the first energy level having 2, the second energy level having how many? 6. So those are 4, 6, like that. So you can either use this format or the second format. That is an example. Now, so for your practice, you can draw electron arrangements for C. You can do for chlorine, D. You can do for calcium, E. You can do for, let's say, sulfur, F. You can do for nitrogen. Maybe I do G for hydrogen. Yes, let me do for hydrogen. Hydrogen is atomic number 1. Protons 1. Electrons 1. Neutrons 0. Electron arrangements for nitrogen, for hydrogen is 1. So in the nucleus, there is only 1 proton and 0 neutrons. So we only have 1 proton and no neutron. So we can write 0 neutrons, which does not change anything. So we simply, that is the nucleus, and then the first energy level has 1 electron. That's hydrogen, very simple. That is how we write the electron configuration. So that one brings us to the end of this session, showing how you can write the electron arrangement of different elements. Make sure that you do practice. In fact, you should write the electron arrangement, or you should be able to draw the atomic structure of the first 20 elements, number 1 up to 20. know them offhand. China, when you're told which one is number 17, you are able to say chlorine. Which one is number 16? Sulfur. Which one is number 12? Magnesium. Which one is number 13? Aluminium. Which one is number 19? Potassium. You should be able to know. Why? If you know the atomic number, you know the number of protons. And if you know the number of protons, you know the number of electrons. If you know the number of electrons, then you can write the electron arrangement. If you can write the electron arrangement, it means you can draw what? You can draw the atomic structure. So it all starts with the first 20 elements. Know them in that order, from hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, in that order as you move down. So that one is very, very important. Thank you for watching, and we'll meet again to look at what is called the relative atomic mass, where we will also learn about what we call isotopes.